Hello, my friends on YouTube. Welcome back to my sewing room. It's TeresaLouise here. Today's Saturday, the 10th. Good thing I added on September. And so I just thought I'm cutting up fabric for this block of the month that I'm participating in. And I thought I'd just come on and give you guys an update of what's going on around here and say hi. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So welcome. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. I've had quite a few people pop on and say they're new, so I'm happy to have you. If you've been here a while, thanks for coming back. All that stuff. So let's bring this up so I can see the chat, because I can tell there's some people in there already. And here we go. Hello, everyone. Hi, Lula. Hello, Vicky. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kay. Hello, Sandra. Hi, Donna. Hello, Yo, Patty. How you doing? Hi, Paula. Hello, Joe. How's the smoke up your way? The smoke in my yard is terrible. So I'll get more into that in a little bit, but let me set that down and grab my tea. Hi, Joyce. Oh boy, what a Saturday, huh? I hope everybody is doing well. Hello, Amy. Surprise, I'm here. I love coming on and just surprising y'all. It's a good thing. Having some tea today. Boy, it really cooled off around here, I'll tell you what, the last couple of days. Really cooled off. I mean, the last 2 days there have been frost on the ground, but considering that we have a fire that's burning out of control 15 miles away, I was pretty happy to see the frost on the ground, because when you have cooler weather like that, it helps, you know, keep the fire from spreading as much. So, hi, Kathy. Yeah, Joe said it's smoky. It is here too. I actually go outside, and if I can smell the smoke, I turn around and come right back in, because I have, you know, asthma, and the smoke in the air really bothers it. So, in fact, I had to order another inhaler the other day, so as I was afraid I was going to run out. Typically, if there's not smoke in the air and stuff, I don't need, you know, my inhaler or anything like that, unless there's a lot of pollen or something. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, we're supposed to get rain by next Wednesday. Next Wednesday and Thursday, it's supposed to rain. I'm really hoping for it. And I hope it rains a lot. So we can get these fires out. I did go to that meeting on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Saturday? No. No, it was Thursday. Oh, God. My days are all mixed up. I went to a fire meeting, and they just kind of gave an update, you know, of what they were doing, what assets they were using, what they expected the fire to do going forward, you know, stuff like that. And just gave the public an opportunity to talk and ask questions. So, and I recorded it. I was the only one there recording it. It lasted about half hour thereabouts, and I put it on my Facebook page. That's just, you know, it's just family and friends. Anyway, I put it on there. So, and I told people to go ahead and share it, because there wasn't as many people there at the meeting as I would have expected. you know, at all. So I don't know if they didn't advertise it enough or what, but I expected, you know, at least 50 people to be there, and there wasn't even 50 people there. But anyway, I put it on the Facebook, so I noticed a lot of people have been watching it and a lot of people have been sharing it, so that's a good thing. So, hi, Mary. Okay, she said, hello, folks, listening while I do my surgery therapy exercises. Awesome. So that's kind of what's going on with the hi, Doreen, with the fire. It is quite a bit bigger than it was, you know, the last time I talked to you. I think it's a little over 12,000 acres, but I know there are other fires out there that are a lot bigger. And so one of the things I found out is that because it's in the wilderness, quote, because it started in the wilderness area, there's certain things they're allowed to do in there and not. And if a fire starts by Mother Nature, you know, lightning, then they're supposed to let it burn, which is just crazy to me. That is just crazy. And I suppose if the community was a bigger community, they would have, you know, done something quicker. Although they did say that they went out that as soon as they found out about it, within a couple hours, they did go out and try to contain it. They weren't very successful, and that's the local Forest Service people. And then the next day, they actually called it in and tried to get some people out here to help. Well, in the meantime, you know, waiting for people to come out to help, that fire just keeps growing. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of scary. It's about as scary as the one last year, and it's about as far as away as the one from last year. So, well, it might be a little bit closer. Anyway, rain. We need to do a rain dance. We all need rain. Hi, Carrie. So that is what is going on with the fire situation. I've been up here in the sewing room today, cutting on my block of the month this will be the 11th month that I've been doing this one from my local quilt shop. I showed it to you before. It's the Farmhouse Fancy, and I thought, well, I got one more month to cut out. I'm on month 11, cutting that one out. So I'm 4 months behind and sewing those together. But anyway, I thought, well, I'm just going to try and get them all cut out today. And then I'm going to take them downstairs to my sewing space down there. And then I can work on them, you know, and visit with the husband, that kind of thing. So one more to do. So I just thought I'd come on and visit for a few minutes and see how everybody's doing. What are you guys working on today? Oh boy, kind of stiff. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to reduce the amount of sugar intake and chocolate. I think that's part of these flare-ups I've been getting into. I hate to say it. I'm trying to deny it, but I'm pretty sure it's eating too much sweet. So I'm going to have to do something about that. I don't know what yet. I'm going to have to find a different snack. Maybe popcorn? Maybe a few potato chips? I don't know. Amy said, I just got up from a nap and getting back to finishing up the first half of the Bargello. Awesome. Kay said, I'm putting together my laundry basket mystery quilt still. I know how you feel, Kay, with this farmhouse fancy. Oh my goodness. I'll be glad when it's over. Sandra said, should get the hand sewing of the binding on this quilt of Valor done today. Awesome, Sandra. Paula said, I went to the grocery store this morning. Now I'm just being a couch potato this afternoon. Nothing wrong with that. Carrie said, I'm working on a baby quilt for her niece. How nice. Did you guys go and watch Glenn from Pop's Quilt Shop earlier today? I think I've seen some of you over there. She's getting ready to work on a kaleidoscope quilt. So that's going to be interesting. But I also, if you didn't get over there, go check it out. She's got a quilt hanging on the wall that is, it's going to be beautiful. And it's paper pieced. And I think she said each one of those blocks had like 41, 42 pieces. And each one of them, oh my God. And it was little tiny pieces, but it is beautiful. Should go check that out. Joyce said, I'm working on a disappearing 4-patch for my mother's health aid. Oh, how nice. That's really nice, Joyce. Kay said, I think I'm going to put kaleidoscope on my bucket list for next year because it sure ain't happening this year. No, and that kaleidoscope quilt, I think, is a lot of work. So, yeah, I think putting it on the bucket list, I might join you there. We'll put it on the bucket list for next year. Sounds good. Hi, Mona. How are you doing? Yeah, Amy, go it out. It's really pretty. She does talk about it and show the one on the wall. I'd like to get that pattern. I need to do that. It's very striking. Patty is cutting pieces for the crossbody bag. Cool. Hi, Diane. How are you doing? What you working on? Hi, Maria. I'm new here. Just got a new Brothers sewing machine, and I want to learn how to quilt. Yay! Awesome. Well, we're really happy to have you. Which Brothers sewing machine did you get? And you're very, very welcome. Please welcome Maria in the chat, everybody. Patty said, same here. I want to do the kaleidoscope. Well, maybe we need to put that on our to-do list for sure for next year. Kathy says, I'm working on my wonky block for the backing of my friendship and birthday quilt. Awesome, Kathy. Hi, Jackie. Jackie said, Teresa, how are the fires going? They're still going, Jackie. Thank you. But they have kind of slowed down because we've been really cold in the morning, and the cold weather helps. So they're still burning, and I think they're trying to contain it as much, and hoping that we do get this rain come Wednesday. Thanks for asking. Let's see. Mona said, I'm working on borders for a baby quilt. Cool. And Diana is finishing up Kathy's birthday blocks. Cool. I can't wait to see that quilt done. Thank you, everybody, for welcoming Maria. Hi, Terry. How are you doing? Tell us what you're working on. Okay, I'm going to get to going on this. Okay, so y'all know this is the block of the month. And when you sign up for block of the month, you know, they come in all different ways. Some of them you get, the fabric is already pre-cut up for you, and all you have to do is sew it together, which in my book, that would be pretty awesome. But I have never participated in that type of block of the month, although I'm seriously starting to think about it. So mine comes with, you know, enough fabric for me to cut it down into the pieces that I need. And so that's the process that I'm going to do, that I'm going to share with you, that I go through, you know, just to stay organized and know, you know, where I'm at in the process. Terry said, I'm feeling under the weather. I'm sorry, Terry. But I'm trying to work on this project Dress a Girl around the world, making the dress starting with a t-shirt. Here goes. Okay, Terry. Good luck. Hi, Vivian. I'm sure you can do it, Terry. Yeah, be sure and share your picture in the Facebook group when you're done. Okay, so also, you know, when you get these patterns every month, no two are the same. Now, I have to say this one is pretty good. They give you all of the cutting instructions. And the other thing I like about it is they give you the instructions for like each color of fabric, you know, what you need to cut out from each one of those. And they list it as the biggest cut that you need down to the smallest, which is how I typically cut fabric out for whatever pattern I'm using. I always cut the biggest pieces first and then work my way down. So I'm not sure why I do it that way. I just feel more comfortable knowing that I'm going to get the biggest piece out of the way, you know, that I have enough for that big piece, right? Because, you know, if I mess up, I might have something that matches pretty close in my stash that I can substitute for the smaller pieces, you know. So so the first thing I do is I make sure that all the fabrics that I needed for this I received, because if I didn't receive them, I want to call right away and let them know that I didn't get a certain fabric or I didn't get enough of a certain fabric. Okay, so I know I'm good there. The other thing I usually have is some post-it notes. I have a pen close by, my rotary cutter, of course. And then I have like 2 or 3 different size rulers that I have right next to me. And so those are some of the tools. Sorry, I want to stop that chat so I can go back to those questions. So I have a hot iron. I'm also going to, now I like to starch my fabric, especially because I'm cutting this up and then I'm putting it away for a little while. So I feel like starch kind of helps keep it nice and crisp and keeps it from fraying as much. Now, I might not starch as heavily if I was going to sew this up right away, but like I said, since I'm putting it away, I'm going to starch. And I just use the Faultless Heavy Hold spray. You can, you know, I think you can pick that up in any grocery store. Okay, so see if my... So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and press all this fabric. So I'll go ahead and stand up. This will give me a chance to stand up. We'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll try and read the chat. And I like to starch on the back side of my fabric instead of the front. That's just me. I don't know if it makes a difference, but that's where I put it. All right, I'll read the comments here in just a minute. Sometimes this fabric comes pretty wrinkled. So now if you get these block of the month where the fabric is cut up for you, where you're just going to sew the pieces together, you probably do not want to starch that, because starching your fabric can cause a little bit of shrinkage sometimes, and sometimes that pressing of the fabric could cause it to get a little wonky. So I would just sew them together and then press with a dry iron. And then measure the block to see. And if I was a little bit over, then I might go ahead and starch and use a little bit of steam, and that would shrink the block down just a little bit. And after I iron these, I just lay them out flat, let them cool off. I got all kinds of strange sizes. Lay them so the colors are up so I can see what they are. Let's see. Mary said last week, let's see. Oh, she's talking to Mary. Terry said, thank you for the vote of confidence. You're welcome. Terry said that's the start she has. Would starch attract bugs when piecing is stored? I don't think so. No. Because I store my, once I cut them up, I put them back into the little bags. Or I put them in the project box. And now I don't know if it's my climate, but I have never had a bug problem. And then the other thing, my projects usually get laundered, you know, like a quilt or whatever I'm making. It usually gets washed, you know. So once you do that, all the starch is gone. And you put the quilt away, so that's not going to, you know, attract bugs. Oh, that sounds like fun, Mary. Since Mary can't quilt for 8 to 10 weeks, I'm sorry, Mary. I'm going to fill it in puzzles. Mary said she starches on the back also. Lisa, hi, Lisa. Aquatic therapy is pretty awesome. Mary's got to do 8 to 10 weeks of therapy. Hi, June. Hi, Brenda. Yes, it is cold there. I have a sweater on. The temperature has really dropped here, which I'm glad because of the fires. But I mean, I had to turn the heater on in here this morning. That's how cold it was up here. It was like 45. Okay, that's too cold. Too cold for me. Then I have my slippers on. I have wool slippers on. Yeah, it got cold. I'm not sure what, I think it might be around 60 out there right now. Outside, but and I think in the house it's about maybe 65, maybe. But because of my fibromyalgia, I just get cold really easy. And I'm actually wishing I had long johns on right now because my legs are really cold. And my toes are still cold. So once I get cold, I really get chilled and it's hard to get warmed back up. Did I do it? Yep, I did that one. Yeah, 45. Yeah, well, it actually got down to freezing. Now, I am in northern Idaho, up in the mountains, but still pretty cold. But like I said, because of these fires, I don't mind it being cold. Almost done with the ironing. Guess I should have done some up first, but that's okay. All right. That piece. 2 more to go. Elevation is close to 5,000 feet, I think. But there's a lot of mountains around us that are higher than that. And sometimes, it gets kind of trapped. The air gets trapped in between the mountains. I'm not sure why I got such a big piece of this, but I'm not bitching. Because this is, let's see, I mean, this is a really big piece, and this is like a half a yard, or maybe a yard. So I'm not sure why they sent me so much of this. But like I said, I'm not going to complain. I'll look at the pattern and see. Maybe I do need it all, but I don't think so. But it could be that maybe I'll need it for next month. I don't know. But I do know that this, there's no borders for this quilt, so I don't think it's for that. All right. So that's going to be a big piece to iron. Let's see what guys are saying. Jerry has to wear a boot for 10 weeks. Ugh. She saw the surgeon Wednesday, and so far no surgery, but it's going to take possibly a year to heal. And she'll probably have arthritis in that. Ugh. That's not good, Terry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would say it ruined your entire summer. Jackie said it was raining and gloomy in Kansas, and the wind was blowing when I drove through this morning. It's not a kit, but you can. There is a kit available for this block of the month, Terry. This is that block of the month that I've been showing forever. The Farmhouse Fancy. And this is block 11. Hi, Eva. How are you doing? Hi, Kathleen. Is Irish here? I must have missed her. You're welcome, Terry. Hi, Nancy. Okay. So then the next thing I do is, this came with a color chart, which is another awesome thing. Okay. So now I'm going to figure out what number is each one, and then because I have so many of these blocks that I've been cutting up, I'm just using the little post-it notes to put numbers on, and then also binder clips. So that's why you need a pen. Okay, so what I do is I go down the list. Okay, I need fabric 9. So I look over here on my sheet, fabric 9, and it's light flowery with pink. Not that one. There's several pinks in here, but I think it's this one. So this is number 9. Isn't that pretty? So I'll put number 9 on there. See if I have a number 9 already. Nope. So I'll have to make one. Alrighty, so I just put that on my fabric, put a clip on there, and then I just flip it over upside down, because then I'm going to tip them all back the right way, and I'll start out with number 9 when I start cutting. Okay, the next one I need is number 15. It is also pink, but it is this one. That's pretty. I need another 15. I do have those things you get from Sew Sampler or from Fat Quarter Shop, the itty bitties or whatever they are. But there's not enough of those for what I'm doing here, so I'll just do this. And then I won't throw these away for a long time because I can reuse these numbers. Okay, there's number 15. Next one is 17. Okay, so that yard of fabric I got, they are having me cut out binding strips already. So that's why I got so much, because I'm going to need 10 binding strips. So that is fabric 17. I'm not done ironing that yet. Hi, Kim. So number 17. We'll just set this aside. Next one is number 18. That's kind of a reddish. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Let's see, how many reds do I have here? I think I only have one red, so it must be this one. This one's really pretty. Were any of you on the Creative Notions YouTube yesterday when Vicky was having her fabric sale. I think I only saw a couple of people on there that I knew, but I might have missed you too because I was buying fabric. Okay, number 18. She had you should go check it out. I don't know if she has any left or not, but if there's something there you like, you can send her an email. But she was selling her fabric for $5 a yard, which is great. And it's all, you know, quilt quality fabric. So I'll read the comments in just a minute, you guys. Okay, so number 23, looking at my page here. That would be this one, 23. Let's see. I have a 23. No. So that goes on there. Need some more clips. What you up to today, Kim? How are you feeling? Okay, next one is 24. It's a yellow. I do have a couple of yellows. Let's see. No, I only have one yellow. Here's a yellow. 24. Nope, I don't have number 24. I think I'm going to run out of Post-it notes. Alrighty. Another clip. Actually, it kind of feels good to stand up for a bit. All right, which one is next? That was 24, 27. It was really light pinkish color. Must be this one. 27. No, but I have a 2, so I can make that into a 7. Okay, there's that. Okay, which one's next? 27, 31 is really light. This is really pretty too. I really like all this fabric that I got. This has got little hearts on it. Okay. What did I say that was? 31? Yeah. I don't have a 31, but I can make one. 31. Did you guys watch Becca and Donna last night? Boy, they were just full of it, weren't they? It was funny. I'm talking about over on So Becca's channel. She had Donna from Handmade with Ying, or Handmade by Ying with Donna. Donna's over visiting Becca, and oh my God, they were crazy. I think Donna had too much chocolate and maybe too much coffee. Okay, number 32 is a little piece of purple. That's easy because that's my last piece of fabric. And then I'll finish ironing this big one. Yeah, they were a hoot. Now, I know Sean, the guy who sews, they were on there this morning too, but that was way early for me. So I haven't rewatched it yet, so I got to go do that, or at least say hello. But I guess they were on there too. Okay, so now that I have them all marked, I'm just going to flip this over. So now they're in the right order, pretty much, for me to start cutting. Put these ones away that I don't need. Put this over there. And then I'll finish ironing that. I need a binder for it. Okay. So I'm going to sit down a minute while I read the comments and have a little bit of my tea before it gets too cold. I think I missed quite a bit here, so I'm going to try to... Okay. Where's Terry? Okay, Mary, be careful letting the dogs out. You're probably already back by now. I don't know if I told you yet, Kathleen, but it's the Farmhouse Fancy that this is the 11th month. And of course I got, including the one I'm doing right now, that'll be 4 months. So I'm behind. Just been staying quiet, Kim. Well, you're in my prayers, sweetie. Hi, Trish. Yeah, they were a hoot, June. I agree. Yeah, they were crazy. Thank you, Kathleen, for your prayer for Terry. Hi, Donna. Yes, they did have a lot of fun. Doreen said I was stitching laughing. I know, I was cracking up. My husband kept looking over at me like, what are you watching, Becca? Becca and Donna being silly. Hi, Mary. Hi, Ellen. Welcome. Trish says, I'm working on Quilt of Valor. Awesome. For a fellow Grange member and 22-year U.S. Navy veteran. Awesome. And using navy fabric. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I guess I'm all cut up. I'm surprised. I thought there was going to be a lot more comments than that. Oh, good tea. It's some chai tea, yeah. Yeah, Donna laughed so hard she snorted. Yeah. Becca does that too sometimes. A snort laugh. Okay, let's finish ironing this piece over here. I better move my board because that has erasable marker on it. I don't want my fabric to get on that, so. My husband is taking a nap. I thought about it. I was really tired. I like flipped a coin, go live or take a nap. You can see you guys won. But I really wanted to get this cut out. It'd be really nice to get this out of my hair. Don't you just feel relieved when you reach a goal? I mean, I know I still got to sew all these up, but at least they're cut up. It's all cut up and ready. And I was thinking, I really wish I had an assistant. Someone to cut up the fabric for me. That would be awesome. Because I think that is my least favorite part. I don't mind ironing. That doesn't bother me, but cutting the fabric out, it just feels so tedious to me. And it's just like, I just want to get it done. Ironing is kind of soothing. You know, you just stand there and press and, no big deal. You're not going to ruin it. Cutting your fabric can be a little stressful because you don't want to ruin it. And then your blade goes dull, so you got to put a new blade in, and got to be careful not to cut yourself. And so, yeah. So maybe I should do block of the months that are already cut up, but they just seem so expensive, It's a little bit cheaper to do a block of the month that you cut yourself. So, I don't know. But those, some of those block of the months that Becca does, those look like a lot of fun. Uh-oh, guess you just got to pick your battles. Okay, did I press that already? No. Almost done. Well, so the binding is going to be this piece of fabric, and I'll show it to you in just a minute. It's blue, so that's going to be really pretty. I think they picked a good color for the binding. This one. So, I'm going to go hang this on my bars over here. Can't see the colors very well, so I don't wrinkle it. So I use my Longarm frame for quite a bit. Is hanging fabric on there if I'm not using it for something else. Okay, before I start cutting, let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, I should be getting my spooky box pretty quick. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Ellen said, y'all, I'm dealing with a lot. I'm sorry, dear. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the year's end. I've been doing this for 5 years now. My health keeps getting in the way. Lord, have mercy on me, please. Prayers for you, Miss Ellen. I'm sorry. I hope you get to your 1,000 subscribers soon. Kim said we have heavier rain moving in several hours, apparently. Oh, send it my way, Kim. Terry's trying to draw a pattern. Who am I? I don't know. I'm not going to say who you are. I'll send you a private message. Mary said, we can sleep when we're dead. Yep. But I know good sleep is important. I do too, but I have to fight not to take a nap. And sometimes I'm glad I don't because I sleep better at night. But when I don't sleep better at night and I didn't take a nap, life is pretty miserable. Thank you for your prayers again, Kathleen. You have a recipe. Did you send me that recipe already, Kim, for the chai flavored coffee? I don't remember. Don't understand your question, Diane. Teresa, is there a pattern we can down a pattern, this pattern? No, this is a block of the month that you have to pay for, if that's what you're asking about. Terry said, I love all the aspects of sewing, from choosing to cutting to interfacing bags and making all the parts, piecing all of it. Well, I do too, but I guess it's because I've been cutting this up for 2 days now, and I just want to do something different. But I'm bound and determined to get it cut up. And I haven't sewn anything for 2 days. I mean, I haven't been doing this constantly. I have other chores, but I can only spend a couple hours a day, sewing, doing sewing stuff. So, yep, Mary said, pick your battles. I need to be reminded of this. Thanks. You're welcome. That's Mary V. Jackie said she loved the blue fabric. Yeah, we need rain on many of the fires. I agree, Mary. And that's the Mary in green. She doesn't have anything after her name, so. Kathleen conceded. Oh, she curled up for a nap. Hi, Liz. Let's see. I agree with you, Ellen. She said, thank you, TeresaLouise. I love I have for this is so real. I love sewing and quilting, but praying before all. Exactly. Donna wants to know how the fire situation is. It's still burning, Donna, and but because we've had a couple of days of really cold weather where we've even had frost, that kind of helped contain it. So it hasn't grown as bad as it was doing. It's still growing, but not as bad. Plus, it's kind of ran into some of the other spots where we had fire last year, so that's kind of slowing it down a little bit. Um, but it is still burning, and I would say It's probably 13 miles away now. But praying we get that rain on Wednesday. Yeah, hi Cherie. She said, no fun cutting nonstop. Oh, I could. Well, you know what I did? Okay. Full confession on the Dresden. So, I was going to have those big sashing pieces, right? The dark red in between every block. And then I was going to do light green leaf vine down the middle, right? Well, I cut out all the vines to the exact size I wanted. And I realized that I cut them wrong because I needed to cut them on the bias, or, so that they stretch, right? So I can turn them. And I didn't do that. So now they're all straight and you can't hardly turn them. So that kind of irked me. So I put it away, and the little green pieces I cut are like 1 inch, so it's not like I can use it on binding, but I can throw it in with the scraps. I need to just, you're welcome, Kathleen. I hope everybody feels safe here. If you're not nice, I'll boot you out, just like that, or one of the moderators will, and then I'll block you from the channel. I won't put up with that. No making Teresa cry. That's not allowed, or anybody else. Hi, Barbara. I thought about getting that aqua quilt. Maybe, my husband is always asking me, what do you want for Christmas? I might just put that on my Christmas list. Thank you, Kim. I feel pretty safe around my house. I think I told you all before, but I'll say it again. Is pretty grassy. It's like a lot of pastures. There's not a whole lot of trees. And a couple of 3 years ago or so, Brandon and I went around and we limbed up all the trees. So, like we took all of the lower hanging limbs off and that were on the property. So that's going to help, that's a must. And got rid of any trees that were too close to the house and that were dying or dead, that kind of thing. Plus, we could get the lawnmowers out and go mow the lawn out in the pastures, but I don't really want to do that unless I have to, because the blades on your lawnmower, if that hits a rock, it can spark a fire. And so you'll be, driving along on your lawnmower and not even realize you started a fire, and then you're way up in the pasture, and so that wouldn't be good. So I would have to have like a hose that would go all the way up there for just in case. And I would probably have to have a shovel on my lawnmower, and maybe a fire extinguisher. My lawnmower would be weighed down. But we could, I think what we would do is build a fire break. There you go. Nancy said, that look, Teresa, was so cute. That's right. That's what I do, Kathleen. Get them. Oh, yeah. Pre-made bias tape. Oh, good idea. Thanks, Cherie. You know, I think I have some packets of bias tape that I haven't used. I wonder if I have green in there. That would be awesome. That's a great idea. Let's see. Or I could just use green thread and quilt it on there. This was one of my mother-in-law's little container that she put sewing stuff in. It said, "To the house of a friend, the road is never long." Isn't that a nice saying? Isn't that pretty? I love these little tins. And so yeah, everything in here is like elastic. Like there's little hooks to fix your bra. But I got most of her stuff when she moved, and she didn't want any more of her sewing stuff. I got her sewing cabinet, her sewing machine. Okay, here's all of the bunch of bias. So let's see. Let's put all that back in there. There's good stuff in here. Not really organized, but that's okay. Kathleen said she heard people aren't purchasing AquaQuilt lately due to the craft high price. Yeah, that's the other thing is the price. Bias tape is amazing for vines and wiggly lines, says Kim. Yeah, the price of the dies, right? You have to always wait until they go on sale. But I'm just looking at, like, if you had to do, is it really worth it, I guess, is the other thing. But if I had to cut out a whole bunch of 2.5-inch squares, that would be really handy. The other thing I worry about is all the waste on the fabric when you have one of those, but I understood what you meant, Kathleen. I'm getting pretty good at deciphering your words. Oh, watch Facebook Marketplace for them. That's a good idea, Mary. Hi, Zach. How's it going? I do have an embroidery machine. Another good idea. But you know what, Nancy? I have never used it. I spent a lot of money on that sewing machine. It's a Viking Topaz 50. And yeah, it had an awesome embroidery machine, I guess. And I've never used it. Now, here's why. Okay, I do have an excuse. All right. The plug-in on the side, the foot, the presser foot, or the pedal, foot pedal, that's it, plugs into the side of the machine. That has a little, it's not really a short, but if the plug isn't in there just right, the machine won't turn on. And so a lot of times I will stuff, fabric or something up in there to hold the plug up. But here's my fear. is that if I have some embroidery design going and all of a sudden that jiggles loose, then, you know, you got a mess, right? And they're actually supposed to fix it, because I've tried to get them to fix it for like 2 years after I bought the machine. I kept taking the machine back, and then they'd say it's fixed, and I'd get it back home. It wasn't fixed. And I would tell them what was wrong with it. And I guess they would plug it in. They would just test it for a minute, and they would go, oh, well, that works all right. Well, no, you got to use it for more than a second. You know, it's going to work for a second or two without any problems. It's by the time you get to the fourth or fifth piece that you're running through there, you know, that the machine's been on and jiggling, that jiggles out and falls off. So that's why I haven't used the embroidery machine. I know, Cherie, I would have problems too. I would probably take me longer to use one of those aqua quilts because I would want the pieces to be cut really as close as possible to the size I want. And by the time you do that, then, you know. All right. You might as well just, oh, here's some green, but there's not enough. And it's kind of an ugly green. These are pretty old. I guess I could just order bias tape, order some. Yeah, just one little piece of green. Dang. It's not the cord itself, Kim. It's the machine plug, the piece that comes out of the machine, because that's what they tried to do. They replaced the foot once, and then they actually gave me another foot to try. I brought it home. Matter of fact, it's still hanging up here. Same thing. So it's the plug that's in the machine. So that piece needs to be replaced. That's inside of the machine. And I believe, so the piece that comes out of the machine is a plug that I would call it the male end. And then the foot is the female. It plugs into it. So it was a great idea to try bias tape, but I don't have enough green. All right. I'll put that up in a minute. So I just need to, you know, just get it done. the rest of the stuff I need for that, because that quilt, you know, it's going to be beautiful when I get it done, right? Okay. Hi, Kelly. Glad you popped in. And the Viking dealer is just right up in Grangeville, so it's not like it's that far away. So I need to get a hold of her and ask her if she's ready to fix it. All right. Hi, Shirley. Liz, hi Liz. I made 7 yards of bias tape this week. 7 yards? Are you kidding me? For a quilted vest I completed for my daughter. 7 yards. Oh my goodness. Kelly said, I am always happy to see my quilting friends. Me too. I love having quilty friends. Okay. Now, Sure takes me a long time to get stuff done, doesn't it? So then the next thing I do, looking at my list, so from fabric 9, it tells me what I'm going to need to cut. So I don't need this sheet anymore, so I'll just put it aside. Oh, that would be nice. Kelly said, I want one of those clover bias makers. Hi, Crystal. Okay, number 9. So I'm going to grab number 9. I'm going to save my number 9 paper in my clip. I'll just put it aside. And I'm going to cut the biggest one first. Now, it says that I need a 5 by 7/8. My first cut is going to be 6 inches. Okay. And the other tip I wanted to give about, or one of the tips I wanted to give about cutting is sometimes this piece of fabric is okay, but sometimes it's hard to see the lines on your fabric through your ruler. And so what I do is flip it over. And the back side of your fabric is usually white, you know, unless you're using batiks, then that's a little bit different. And so that makes it a little bit easier to see where your lines are. And so the other thing I do is I kind of look through everything that I'm going to need for fabric 9, because I want to try and get, you know, be able to get it all, so I don't want to mess up. So I have one that I need 5 7/8 with. I have another measurement that is 3 3/8, and then another measurement that is 2.5. So it looks to me like this is going to be plenty of fabric for that, but I'm still going to be careful. So this first piece, see, I won't be able to use this little piece right over here. It looks like it's going to be about a 1.5 inch. So I'll just go ahead and cut that off all the way. And so the bottom, I lined up to the 6 inch. And now I'm just going to cut this right along there. Okay, just pull that out. All right. So now make sure one other corner is straight. So I know this bottom one is straight. So I'll line that up along the bottom. And then now I should have a straight corner to work from, right? So this will be my corner, the lower left-hand corner for me because I'm right-handed. So right here is both straight edges. So now I can line up my ruler to the, double check here, 5 7/8. I'm getting pretty good at figuring out where my 7/8 mark is, you guys. So now if I knew what this was going to end up being, like if I knew this piece was going to be for half square triangles, I would just leave it at 6 square. And then after I make my half square triangle, then I would cut it down to that triangle to the right. But at this point, I don't know what this piece of fabric is going to be for, so I will just go ahead and do the measurements. Now, would it still be okay if you left it at 6? Probably be okay. But I'm going to go ahead and do the 5/8. Now, I have done that before, left it at like, 6 inches. And then when I'm starting to sew all the pieces together, if it's something that I feel really needed to be 5 7/8, then I would go ahead and cut it before I sewed it. But most of the time, I don't think it matters, right? I mean, that little bit of a difference, if you left it at 6, isn't going to make that big of a difference because you can always square it down. Okay, so there's my extra. Okay, so that one's done, so I just mark that off. And I usually use a piece of paper or something to cover it up, so I kind of keep my place of where I'm going. So now I'm at, I'll set that one aside. Now I need the 3 3/8. And what I do is, so that is almost 3 1/2. So my first cut is going to be 3 1/2. And it said that I need 2 of those. So 3 1/2, 3 1/2 is 7. So I'm going to cut, so I'm down here at the bottom again. So I want it to be at least 7 inches across the bottom here. And then I want at least 3 1/2 inches this way. So I'm going to do 3 1/2 by this width of fabric here, because it's actually 8 inches. So got plenty. And I wanted to slide this over just a little bit so I have a little bit of a lip on that ruler. That's another helpful thing, is to have a little bit of a lip there so you can, your rotary cutter doesn't get stuck on the ruler. Okay. Now that I have a nice straight line on each one of those, left and lower left, now I can cut it what I need. 3/8. Slide that one out of my way. I could get my spinning mat, but there's one. I'm not going to. All right, one more. And then I will read comments. I double check, double check, double check. You know, I look at the pattern, I look at my ruler, double check. Especially when you're doing those odd cuts. Now, when I'm cutting, the other thing I do, and I don't know if you guys can see this real well, but here's my ruler, right? I'm keeping my pinky and sometimes even my ring finger off of the ruler, and it's on the side. And then my other 3 digits, thumb and these 2 fingers, are actually, or 3, holding the ruler down in place. And my pinky is right up against the ruler's edge. And then actually, when I have this small of a ruler, my thumb is at the bottom of the ruler, holding that bottom edge in place so that it's not slipping. So, I mean, you really got to push on it to get it to slip. So that's how I hold my ruler down, my smaller ones like this, to keep them in place. Okay, that's the last one of that. And you guys keep this smaller pieces? This would be good for crumb quilting. I'll keep it. Okay, I'm going to mark that off. Now I need 6 of the 2.5 inch squares. So I can either go this long way or cut off a couple this way. So what's going to leave me the best amount of fabric? You understand what I'm trying to say? So what piece would be that's left over would be the best usage of fabric. So would it be better for me to cut out 2.5 inch strips? Could I get all 6 of the 2.5 inch strips from this one piece? No, I can't. So I would have to cut 2 of those. So that would be 5 inches over, right? Because 2.5, 2.5. So that's just going to leave me this about a 3 inch strip left over here. That's pretty usable. Would it be better if I did go in 5 inches from the bottom? Would I get all the 2.5 inches that I need? Let's see, 3, 2.5, that'd be 5, 7.5. So it needs to be at least 7.5 all the way across, which it is. So I'm going to get 3 from each cut. So I would do 2 cuts. So that's going to leave me this great big square right here. Now, to me, that big square is a lot more usable for scrap than a 3 inch strip. So that's the way I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it to where I'm going to have the best leftover piece possible. Okay. So I'm going to turn that piece of fabric over this way, and I'm going to go 5 inches in. That'll give me my 2 strips. Does that make sense to you guys? So now this is my leftover. Okay, and to me that's a lot better, right? That's a lot of leftover. That's like 8 by 7 3/4. So much is almost a square. So set that aside and go ahead and finish my, so 2.5. And this one should be 2.5. Now I can just set these on top of each other. Line them up. And I'm going to take a little bit off of this, if I can find my small ruler. All right, where to go? There it is. Okay. Take a little bit off of that end so it's nice and clean. So I had a little bit extra, so it should be good. And now I'm using my 2.5 inch ruler. I'm just going to go along and cut those off. How I hold this ruler, pretty much the same way I just did that other one. This piece is just a little too big. So I get it lined up where I want it for my 2.5. And then I'm going to hold it down. And I try to keep my fingers away from that edge as much as possible. So I have my ring finger right on the edge of the ruler so that the ruler doesn't get pushed to the left. And then I have my thumb off of the ruler on the end down here. Okay, and so now I have all my 6 pieces. Yay. Then, now these are all the same cuts out of that piece of fabric. And I have my number. And I have my binder, or my clip. And I just clip them back together and set it aside and then go on to the next piece. And that's how I cut my fabric. I mark all those off. And now I can cut fabric 15. So this is fabric 15. So basically I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. Now I know most of you know that already, all this stuff, but we do get people that come in that are brand new quilters, and so I like to throw tips out there, to help people out. Hopefully that is helpful. Hi, Francis. Hi, Lona. How's it going? Hi, Patricia. I see a bunch of people came in while I was yakking. Okay. I'm going to jump back up here real fast. Thank you for the purple heart. Kim said she keeps everything 1 inch or bigger. Me too. I definitely, if I'm planning on doing a real thought somebody was here. Something real small piece. I have a plan for it. I might keep it. But usually don't keep anything smaller than 1 inch. Okay, Kelly, have fun. Let me jump up here. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? New York City. Okay, there's a message. Okay, there's a chat I recognize there. Okay. Zach said, is that project from Handmade by Ying? No. No, Zach, it's my block of the month with my local quilt shop. Well, thank you, Kim. Hi, Polly. She's been listening, but working on her t-shirt quilt. That's one thing I haven't made, and I don't really have a desire to do it. I actually don't really even have any t-shirts that I could use. So, but you know what would be kind of cool is to order t-shirts from your favorite different quilt stores or YouTube channels and do a t-shirt quilt out of that. Like get one from Soap Becca, and then I think Tracy from the Sewing Channel, she has one, and Karen Brown probably has one. Stitch Roadies, I don't know if she has one or not, but wouldn't that be fun? That'd be really cute. Now that I might do. Thank you, Kim, for the reminder, the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Jeez. Looks complicated. No, it's not complicated. Hi, Katie. How's it going? Yep. Donna said she keeps all her small pieces. You never know when you're going to need it. The other thing I keep my small pieces for is art quilt. So, yeah, if you don't, have a use for it, or the other thing, you can save it for stuffing for like dog beds or pillows or whatever. Hi, Maureen. How's it going? from New Jersey. I've been to New Jersey. One time I was there for like a week or two. Been there a couple of times. I had to go for training. Thank you, Francis. She said, glad to see you on today. Yeah, I thought I'd pop on. I noticed that Stephanie, her video is a premiere, so it's not like a true live. It's a video pre-recorded where the chat is still live, but anyway, I'm going to go watch it when I get done here. So I figured, you know, what the heck. Cherie says, anything too small I use in dog beds. Exactly. Vicky said, I found 63 9-patch blocks, so here comes another Jordan chain link. Awesome. Oh, that's cool, Kim. Kim said, last Christmas I saved a bunch of the salvages, you know, off of the fabric, and she tied gifts with it. And the granddaughters thought it was great to have fancy hair ties. That's cute. Oh my goodness. No, I didn't see that, Patty. Patty said, did you see your project bag video was viewed 1,600 times? No, I didn't see that. Thank you. That's awesome. Must be a pretty popular bag. I'll have to go back and look and see if they watched the whole video or how much of the video they watched. Because, you know, when you're looking to just learn something, sometimes you just want to see the project and learn it, you know. You don't want all the talking. But I don't mind if people, you know, buzz through it just to find the actual project. What did I say was in my cup? Just tea. Hi, Nancy. KD is making reading pillows. Cool. It is nice to do a small project now and then. Absolutely. Okay, where was I? Hi, Evelyn. Oh, Heather said, I meant to watching that video a couple of times. Got to get the notes right. You know, I thought about maybe what I ought to do is do some shorter videos where I'm just making the project, not, you know, like visiting with everybody. So that video might take maybe 10 minutes, 15, to just kind of show how to put it together. Do you think that would be helpful if I went back, like did that one, and maybe I had that needle minder one, and then also these rice bags? I could do a little quick short videos on just putting those together. Yes, it's really cool, Nancy. Last time I checked, it was about 60. Wasn't Ian making a video while doing his live so he could cut out the chat? I don't know. I was late to that last live that he did. Nancy said, yes, that would be good. That would be a good idea. Yep, that sounds like a great idea. Zach said, I love step-by-step instructions in quilting. I think that's a great idea. So a lot of great ideas there. So yeah, maybe I might do that going forward. Of course, my longer videos wouldn't get as many views that way. I feel like the live chats are kind of like a bonus, bonus videos for all of you to come on and visit and me to visit with you guys too, right? If we get something done, great. If not, we got some visiting in. Liz said, I just made it to my sewing room and streamed you on to my TV. Oh my goodness, I'm on the big screen. Mary said, Kim, that's a unique use of salvages. It is. Yeah, I love the live chats too. So, but it still would be nice to have a little short video to go watch, I think. I know when I'm looking for videos on how to make something, those are the ones I usually watch. But I watch a lot of live videos too, but I'm usually there at the time that the live is going on, right? So, yeah, short videos get people to notice. That is true. They tend to watch the shorter ones. I know I do too. Like I said, when I'm wanting instructions for a specific project, but I do enjoy going to the lives and chatting, just like you guys do. But it is hard to get a project done during that live chat. I mean, I still haven't got those cut out, right? Because I'm visiting. June said, yes, I like the way you do your channel. I'm by myself, so I have company while I sew. Yeah. Or, sew or just choose to visit and chat. Exactly. And I try to keep my conversation going as much as possible. That's why it helps to read the chat, and that way, you don't have a lot of dead space. And sometimes it's hard to come up with things to talk about. And that's why then I will ask you a question, like, what are you working on? Or what's your favorite color? Stuff like that. Because I'm trying to generate conversation and also give me things to talk about. See, I'm sneaky. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. You guys, I'm getting pretty close to 2,000. I got just under 100 people to go. So, hi, Gladys. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut a little bit more, and then it won't hurt to stay on until 3 o'clock. Would it? No. Okay. So, my next one, I need 4 2.5-inch squares, and then I'm going to need only 1 2x4. So I'm just going to do the same thing, figure out how many I can get. So it needs to be at least 5 inches, which it will be. It'll be 6 3/4. So how many did I? So I would need how much? Oh boy, just really close to having 2 inches on this edge. That's a bummer. If they would have made it just another 1/4 of an inch wide, I could have gotten the 2-inch in there. But they didn't. Okay, so I need 5. So I need 7 inches this way. It's still going to leave me a lot of fabric. Wow. So I'll get 2.5, 2.5, and then the 2. You guys, I definitely am going to be able to make another quilt with the scraps. Okay, look at, that's my scraps. I have to say, this particular project, or this block of the month, I have had a lot of leftover fabric. All right, so I need a 2.5. Which is great. I'm not complaining. I feel like my chair has sunk. I feel like a little kid. Does it look like my chair has sunk down? It looks like it to me, and it feels like it. Okay, 2.5. I'm going to have to look at my chair, I guess. Oh, you know, that's another great idea. I'm thinking about on my Christmas list, getting one of those chairs like Donna and Courtney have. And so I need this to be, what? 4.5. And, but do they have those in purple? I would like a purple one. I mean, pink is okay, but I'd rather have purple. You know, Heather, I've been meaning to ask you, you want to sell some of your Tula Pink fabric? I know you got too much. It doesn't look like it lowered? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen them in many colors too. Okay, 2.5 by 4.5. That worked. Now I'll cut out my blocks. I can move this over here so I can see. Oh, Courtney's is purple. Oh, it's Kathy's that has the pink one. Kathy and Donna. Who else has the pink one? Courtney's is purple. Okay. Or red. A red one would be cool. I know you have one, Kathy. Pink. Okay, there's that one. One thing about it, I don't cut as straight when I'm sitting down. Hi, Sean. She said yes. Well, of course she did. That's great. Congratulations. Yay. Okay, that's for them. So when's the big day? And I only needed one of those? Yep. Huh. Okay. That goes up there. What do I do with the... Need that. Goes on there. Yeah, I would probably take the arms off, June. This chair definitely doesn't have arms, but I am leaning up over on this quite a bit. That's awesome, Sean. So if you don't know, Sean is Moldy Lasagna in the chat. What a name. And he just asked his girlfriend to marry him. And she said yes. So they don't have a date yet. Well, congratulations. That's exciting. Thank you, Patricia. She said, I loved your project bag. Let's see. Heather said, no. I didn't get too much, she said. I have all the true colors, and I will need that to do alchemy. Fine, Heather. Be that way. I was just gonna like offer to buy fat quarters, so you could cut a fat quarter out of each one. But you already said no, so that's okay. Fine. Be that way. I was gonna share with you, but you didn't look like you were too happy with it in the video. Oh, it does look like I'm lower. Yeah, that's what I thought too. It does look like I'm shorter. I agree. Yeah, I'm going to show you all the fabric I have left so far. Okay, Shirley. She's on a Zoom meeting. Nancy says, I think your teaching is fantastic, Teresa. I thoroughly explain things very well. Well, thank you, Nancy. I don't know if I'm going to monetize my channel or not. I could have done it when I hit 1,000, and I haven't done it yet. And I hate commercials. I know I can put the commercials wherever, and in the live streams, during the live, you won't get the commercial. Although you might right at the beginning, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking about it, but for right now, no. I might not do it until they make me do it. I don't think I have that many subscribers yet to where they're going to make me. I know that they do like, I think, I don't know what the number is, but I know Kate from the last Homely House, she ended up having to monetize her channel. When she hit 50,000, they wanted her to. They made her. They said, we're going to, we want you to. I don't know what all they said, but she did do it. But she takes all that money she makes and she donates it different places. So I guess I could do that. But you're still responsible for the taxes, there is that. But I mean, I don't think, as small as my channel is right now, that I'd probably make $11 to $30 a month. So I probably wouldn't have any tax to pay. Anyway, that's main reason. Hey, go downstairs if you want to bark. Okay? Main reason why I haven't done it is because I don't like commercials. Oh, Patricia, you've been sick for a while? I'm sorry, hon. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're feeling better, though. Ellen said, Sean, blessings and many more. Amy said you get a super short ad at the beginning and at the end of the live. Okay. It's not a big deal. When I know I watch and yeah, I know. Get a few. The other thing you could do super chat too, which would be kind of cool. I know, Lynn, exactly. She said that I'm right about Kate. Kate doesn't like commercials either. I actually pay for the uh, premium so that I don't have to watch commercials, but the channels that I do watch, they still get a bit, but because I'm watching it, even though I skip it. Oh, thanks, Sean. Well, that was nice. He said, "Thank you all. I first announced it on here, so I needed to tell Teresa first." Thank you, Sean. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm so excited for you. You're about ready to fall asleep. Well, go take a nap, Mary. Kay said, "It kind of irks me because I know YouTube is getting way more than they pay out to the content to the creators. But I know, but I can be on my high horse because I'm never going to get to that point anyway." I know. Well, that's the other thing. They take 33% of everything. So 30 33% is a lot. But on the other hand, um, you know, I don't have to worry about paying any employees. I don't have to worry about advertisement so much. I don't have to worry about the big computers going down and writing new code and hiring and firing or doing any of that stuff. And so, is that as from a business point of view, is that 33% worth it? Maybe, could be. Hi, hi, Beth. How are you doing? I don't know, Heather. It's around. She's got some fabric that has vanished. Hi, Laura. How's it going? What you up to, Beth? Beth, did you see that Sean, aka Moldy Lasagna, his girlfriend said yes. Okay, I see he also left. Gonna take a nap. See you later, Sean. Yeah, it's in a safe place. Oh, it's a rainy day. Beth is cuddling with her quilt. Cool. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to take a break. It's 3 o'clock. What do you guys want to do? Today's Saturday. Let's see. I think Beth, no, not Beth. T doesn't come on until 6 o'clock. That's 9 o'clock Eastern time. So we can keep visiting and I can keep cutting fabric, or if you guys have other things to do, that's okay too. I'm going to cut the salvages off. This red piece of fabric is so pretty. Been doing a lot of cross stitch lately. I've been thinking about doing that again. I've kind of quit doing it for a while. Hi, Courtney. Oh, yes, and well, I don't want to share that on this channel about Beth. That's her thing. Okay, all right. I'll just keep cutting in. People can come in and go as they please. I'm going to take a little break though, because I've been on here for almost 2 hours. Okay, the next one I am supposed to cut is the the big piece, so it's not this one. That's one thing, if you're doing a Zoom and you have other people in the chat, then that's kind of nice because they could keep visiting while, somebody takes a break. I need to do that, I guess. I need to fix my Zoom so I can have people on. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, it doesn't. The creators still get a little bit of something even if you skip the ads. I know. I think it's a lot of fun to be on with others. Okay, you guys. I'll be right back. Keep chatting. I just need to go see the girls' room. Okay, I'm back. Surprise! So I was thinking maybe if I did monetize my channel, I could save up that little bit of money and put it into a better lighting, better cameras, and stuff like that, or would help with postage. My God, I went through the post office and I can't believe how expensive it was to mail out one project bag and then the other stuff over to Amy. I'm not saying it was too much. I'm just saying, it's not going to keep me from doing giveaways, but my word, I can't believe it. And the lady at the post office said that she thinks the prices are going to go up again before Christmas. So Kim says, I went through my quilt books a few days ago and found one that is all log cabin flowers. I had forgotten I had it. Oh, nice. I haven't seen Lori in a while either. Has anybody heard from her? I hope she's okay. Okay, thank you, Kim, for that comment. I see that. She said that she's been dealing with family issues and needs our prayers. Okay, so prayers out to Lori. That's Quilting in the Country. Oh, of a T-Rex. Courtney found another project of a T-Rex. It's foundation paper piecing. I want to do that flicker pattern that Heather from Best Channel, Goody Goods. You guys, you can bring up those channel links too. Here, I'll put it in there. Did. Oh my God, that is so pretty. Oh, that's a good idea. Brenda said maybe we should all go bomb Lori's channel and leave her comments. That's a great idea. Give her some love. Can I send you a YouTube video on Facebook? I don't know, Patty. Shirley said, I love the Zoom meetings. Living alone and not being able to go out much, Zoom interaction is great for my mental health. I agree. And that's another reason why I do this. I don't get out much. And my husband's not really into quilting. So there's Beth's channel. It's called Goody Goods. And she passed 800 subscribers yesterday. And I think Courtney's is in there too. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Courtney. Terry said, I am in all the time, and if I'm not on a Zoom with family, I'm on here. Okay, Courtney said you can, Patty, to text her, and she'll show you how. Probably when you do share, it's already a YouTube video. There's a way to share that, and then it'll pop up on the bottom, and then you pick Facebook, and then you just keep following it. I don't know if I have Lori in there or not. Oh, I do. I honestly cannot remember who all I put in the chat bot. Terry said, we keep her company. Yep, I agree. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can send me the YouTube video. Put it in the Facebook group? Yeah, sure. If it'll let you. You're part of the group, right? Oh, and there's Kathy's channel. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't let you, but it is a private group. But it should let you post stuff there. Okay, I decided also I'm gonna skip the one that for the binding, and I'll come back to it. So I'm just gonna circle that on my list here. So I need that fabric 18 again, which was this red one. Oh, I fixed my glasses the other day. You guys remember that I broke the frame on my glasses, and I had a piece of tape on there. It was only like this piece of frame there was about that much of it, and it was only half of the frame, and it kept pushing in on my head, and oh my God, it just was terrible. Well, I found an old pair of glasses that don't work for me anymore, and I took this part off and put it on these. So now I have one side different than the other, but I am going to take the other side off of the other pair and put it over here so that they're the same. I actually like the earpiece on these, on my old frame, better than on the new frame. So that works. So now I don't have to go to the eye doctor. I can have them fixed. I don't watch regular TV anymore either, Patricia. I mostly watch YouTube. Kim said she's not a content creator. The only thing she creates is chaos. Oh, I don't believe that. Yeah, that worked pretty good. It was pretty hard to see, that little teeny screw right there, but I have a pair of visors that stop for just a second that have magnifiers on them, and so I had to put those on. Now, I don't know if I have Ellen in there, but that's one. Thank you. I will add Ellen. Thank you for the reminding me, Courtney. No, I haven't seen your fabric stash. Okay. Oh, you create chaos with your fabric. Okay, I got you. Sorry, I don't have you in there, Ellen, but I will put you in. Who else, I wonder, do I need to put in? Oh, maybe Heather? She has a channel now, too. Yeah, that makes it kind of tough when you don't have the room. Do you have room in one of your closets? You could change it up, and put shelving and storage containers. Amy, your fat quarters are on the way. Oh no, Kim. It's scary. According to my daughters, they claim I'm only 2 yards away from an episode of Hoarders. I don't think so. Yeah, I can have a tip jar if I monetize my channel. Or I could probably do like a PayPal thing and make a tip jar that way without monetizing my channel. Buy me a coffee option. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, for if I did something like that, I would use it to um, buy better lighting and camera and that kind of stuff. Bunch of tubs. Yep, that's what Heather said. That's what she's doing. Okay. So I need 4 at 3 inches, 4 at 2.5, and I need 8 at 2.5. Okay, let's see how big this piece is. It is 4 by there's going to be quite a bit of this left over too. I think somebody was not cutting fabric right at the shop. Okay, 3 inches. And I need 4. I'd like to get a new like tablet, like a gaming computer that I can use for live, because my computer that I have right now is like 15 years old probably, and it can't handle doing videos and stuff. That's what I really need. I wish they wouldn't have done these 7/8 cuts, man, I'll tell you. What a pain. Right? 2 7/8. Good Lord. Brenda said, I just split my garment sewing from my quilting. So I have 2 sewing spaces, plus 2 more machines in the basement where hubby sews. Whole house is a sweatshop. Mine is kind of separated. Like any art quilt stuff is all over in that corner. And then quilting stuff is over here. That's how I kind of do mine. Other than that, I don't have that much other fabric that's not quilting related. This fabric is really stiff. I did put a lot of starch on it. Is anybody watching the new Lord of the Rings, the Power of the Ring on Prime? I don't usually watch much TV, but I am watching that because I do like those kind of shows. Brennan, the husband, goes, you got the Hobbits on? He hates the Hobbit shows. He likes bloody, gutty shows, you know, which I don't like at all. Okay, those are done. Those are my extras. I heard about it yesterday. I might check it out after I get caught up with one piece. Okay, that one's done. Got 4 of those. Now I need I don't think they cut this piece very good. I need 8 2.5-inch squares. If they would have just cut this 1 more inch over. I think my husband has the door open. I can smell the smoke. I watched one episode. Need to rewatch it. She had a mild cold. That was KD. KD, do you have a channel? No subscribers. Do you do videos and stuff, or are you going to? When you do, let me know. Hi, Claudia. Lynn said, nope, not my bag. Don't dislike too much fictional stuff. Yeah, it still works. I did a few years ago, I did an update or upgrade. I think it's on Windows 10, maybe. They want me to do Windows 11, but I haven't done it yet. Yeah, it's been a good, I do use it. I watch YouTube videos, but if like I try to watch Amazon Prime, it doesn't like doing that too much. But it does do YouTube videos just fine, watching them, but it doesn't record worth a darn at all. So Claudia started, but she could only get half through it. Yeah, it's not as good as The Lord of the Rings, that's for sure, but it is kind of interesting. Dawn's link. Oh, okay. Thanks, Courtney. Yeah, and I just bought a bunch of fabric from Creative Notions when they had that on sale yesterday. I mean, $5 a yard. Come on. That's like she had it already in cuts, 5-yard cuts, 4-yard cuts, 3-yard cuts. I went a little crazy. Okay, I'm going back down. Okay, Courtney. Yeah, I think, is that the same one Donna has? Because I have that one already. I just haven't opened the. Um, Handmaiden's Tale. Is that scary? Because if it's scary, I'm gonna watch. Oh, okay. Thanks, Terry. She said if you have Amazon Prime, you can get cotton fabric on clearance. Gotta type in clearance though. Joe is working on mine side channel for links. I did get some nice fabric, Shirley. Shirley saw me over there. Uh-oh. Okay, go to bed. Good night. Oh, in the UK. Ugh. Sweet dreams. Okay, I'll see you next time, Lynn. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't like scary, abusive, murder. I don't like any shows where they're beating up women, killing women, you know, any of that kind of stuff. I actually, I hate to say that you should censor anything, but I think there's a little more of that on TV that there needs to be. I mean, but that, that's my opinion. I mean, I can turn it off, and that's exactly what I do. I don't watch it. Okay. But my husband watches a lot of the, true crime stuff, and I don't like those either. There's a lot of crazy people out there. Okay, where was I? 2.5. I was trying to figure out how best to cut this, where I'm going to end up with the most fabric, but looks like no matter what I'm going to do. Let's see. All right. I'm not going to get across, so I'm going to have to go long here. Oh, yeah, I won't watch that then, Patty. She said you won't like Handmaid's Tale because it's very degrading towards women. Yeah. Nope. We need need 8 of them all together, so I'm going to need a whole strip. Dang neart. Okay, put it back in a strip. Like so. I do too, Claudia. More YouTube than anything else. I just don't feel like it's necessary, I wish women had a superpower. Yep. Wouldn't that be awesome? You could just go beep, and they would drop down, fall down. Whoever's attacking you, you just... I have quite the imagination because I watch a lot of fiction. But yeah, we need a superpower. See, look at this. It's going to give me this little teeny strip. Oh well. And you could go like surprise. Kathleen's down for that. Yeah, I think that would be awesome. Then it would be like the old Star Trek show, where I don't know if you guys watched the old Star Trek, but one of the episodes was they ended on a planet where all of the women were in charge, and the women were tall and big, and the men were all really short and little. Did you guys see that one? And so the women were in charge on that planet. I'm like, yeah. But then, of course, Captain Kurt, had to say, you guys could work together, whatever, blah, 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 and try to change that world. Did you guys see that one? It is so good that we can choose, and there's a lot of choices out there. I just worry about the kids, what the kids watch, because I know I can change the channel, but I'm afraid that the kids aren't changing the channel. And I don't want the kids to think that that's normal behavior. You know what I mean? That acting like that or doing things like that, that's okay. That's what I worry about. Okay. I mean, and some kids watch so much more TV than I ever thought about. When I was a kid, we were, we got to watch cartoons in the morning, and then we were either doing chores or outside playing or, stuff like that. 8. I got my 8, so I have that much left over. Yeah. Common sense doesn't help you when you're walking down the road, though, and you get attacked. That's the superpower I want. I know my dad liked sci-fi, and I guess I watched a lot of sci-fi when I was a kid because my dad loved sci-fi and Star Trek, and I don't know that he was too much on really scary, like devil type shows. He didn't really like those, but he did like the action movies, and cowboy shows and stuff. Kirk was always meddling, and that was the one thing he wasn't supposed to do. Oh, I haven't watched The Simpsons in years. Okay, what number was this? 18. Are they still making new episodes of that? That's funny, Terry. She said she fell in love with the alien on every planet, every episode. When I go back and I watch those nowadays, go watch those old episodes, I kind of laugh because, they the inside of the ship and back then you just thought that was so cool. Nowadays you laugh at it because you can tell how funky it was. Welcome back, Maureen. Yeah, giving birth is a good superpower. That's not the kind of superpowers I was talking about. Okay, this one. Don't need too many out of this one. Good thing, because I don't have very much fabric. Let's see. 2 3-inch ones, so I need to go up to what. Yep, I will have plenty left over for all of it, so that's good. I have to admit, I binged Yellowstone and then Longmire. Yeah, we watched Longmire too, Kim. It was pretty good. The beginnings, the first few episodes or seasons, I haven't bought anything from So Yeah, Mary in quite a while on their Saturday nights. I know it's just $6 a yard. I try to stay off there, and I just happened to pop on the Creative Notions one when she came on because I was curious, and then I saw what she had. Um, yeah, I try to stay away from So Yeah because I've spent a lot there, not as much as some people, but KD said I spent hours last week cutting fabric for the Fort Worth Fabric Studio Halloween sew along. Lots and lots of cutting. Yeah. Oh, he fell in love with the alien. I thought you said you did. I read that wrong. Sorry, Terry. That's right, he did. Go over just a little bit more. Yep, James Kurt loved everybody. 3. And then, of course, I've watched all the spin-offs, Star Trek spin-offs, too. And every now and again, I go back and watch some of them over again. Like Voyager, that's pretty good. And 1 3/4. I spent hours last night cutting fabric. Oh, I read that one already. They just make new dies for the AccuCut machine, but as I said earlier, they're a little on the expensive side right now. Buy on sale. Yep, exactly. I think you could buy through T's link also. Let's see, oh, this one will work. 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. I'm starting to get a little hungry for real food, not candy. Oh, I don't know if I have tea on there or not. Let's see. I guess I need to make a list of who I have on. Do exclamation, God, I can't say that word, and command and see if it, or friends. Okay, that's 1 yep, got that one right. Okay, there you go. Tiffany, Becca, Kay, Sassy, who is Stephanie from Memoirs of a Longarm Quilter, Beth, Donna, Colleen, Kathy, Lori, Courtney, Kate, Melissa, Sean, and Eric. So I think I see where I need to fix some things and add some people. Hi, BC Tracy. I remember the episode when I was a kid because my dad always watched Star Trek. It was his favorite. With the little boy was alone in an abandoned apartment. Where a little boy was alone in an abandoned apartment. I don't remember that one. Was it? But he wasn't, he was a little boy, but he was really not. I think I do remember that one. He was more than what you realized. Is that the one you're thinking of? The little blonde-haired boy? Can't remember his name. Played in a bunch of things. He woke up and looked over at the door, and there was an alien. I got so afraid that I ran and hid under the kitchen table. Huh. I don't remember that. On Star Trek? Maureen said, I love sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, and the Marvel, all of the Avengers and stuff. When the new movies come out, my grandkids call me to go with them. And Stranger Things. I don't know if I've seen Stranger Things or not. But yeah, me too. I watch all those. And some of them I have bought over the years. So... yeah, I know, Tracy. She says, granted, I was a kid. Well, as if I looked over and saw an alien standing at my door, I'd run and hide now, and I'm not a kid. That would freak me out. Depending on what the alien looked like, of course. If it looked like Predator or the alien on Aliens, I don't think I could run fast enough. Okay, these are done. And this is 23. That would be that one. That you don't remember. Okay. Are you in BC, Tracy? Like British Columbia? Hi, Irish. How's it going? I am just cutting up my block of the month from my local quilt shop. It's called Farmhouse Fancy. That's all I'm doing. And visiting. Tracy says, yes, ma'am. Awesome. Well, welcome here. Glad you could join us. I have such horrible nightmares without watching that stuff. I can't take it into my mind. I could make a fortune if I wrote a book with my nightmares in them. I hear you. You know, my aunt and uncle used to take us to the movie theater with them, the drive-in, and they always went to those really terrible, scary ones, like Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, I think I was like 6 or something when I first saw that, maybe 7. Oh my God, I remember being in the back seat of the car I'm like peeking over the car, and then I see this, you know, and I'm like hiding in the back. And my aunt and uncle are in the front laughing their heads off because they think it's funny. I had nightmares about that for years. Ugh, that was a terrible show. I don't know. I don't know if my mom and dad knew that they were taking us to those kind of shows or not. I never asked her. I guess I should have. Because I don't know if my mom would have been too happy about that. Okay. Fabric 24. Yeah, I don't like movies where I'm going to have nightmares about it afterwards. What are you working on today, Irish lady? This fabric is all 30s type, you know, fabric. I just lost the word, so reproduction. There we go. It came back. Ooh, it came back pretty quick. It's really cool. This quilt is going to look really neat when it's done. Can't wait. So this past year I did this one, and then that other one that I did is kind of more funky type, 60s, 70 type fabric, but it was still pretty cool. Yeah, no doubt. Kim says, yay for fully functioning brain cells. Or when the brain cells connect quicker than you're expecting. That's always good. Let's see. Fabric 20. Oops. I'm glad I noticed that I was on the wrong. Okay. 10 and 7/8. That means I have to get my big ruler out. I think, let's see what time it is. We got 10 minutes. I'm going to stop at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Because I want to go get something to eat. I'm getting hungry, and I've been on here for 3 hours. I think you guys have seen me long enough today, haven't you? But I will be back on tomorrow. I'm trying to think of what we want to work on tomorrow. What would be a fun project? I got to come up with something. Or we might just work on UFOs. You know, I've heard a lot of people saying that they just can't do a new project right now because they have so many UFOs. So maybe tomorrow will just be UFO day. Wouldn't it feel good to kind of get your UFOs straightened up and kind of see where you are on everything? And I think that I might do that. So that might give me a chance to work on the Dresden thing. Sounds like a good idea. Laura said, I came in a little late. What pattern are you working on? I'm working on the Farmhouse Fancy Block of the Month. It's from my local quilt shop. And so it's a different block every month. I'm just trying to get caught up and get all the fabrics cut out. But this is what the quilt looks like. And I know that last time I checked, a couple of days ago, they had a couple of these kits. And I think they were around 30% off or something like that. The quilt is 82 by 98, and it's called Your Best Friend's Quilt Shop, if you are interested. Okay, Brenda, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it, spending time with me. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I was going to show you how much leftover fabric I have so far. Okay, so I haven't finished cutting these out, obviously, but I have. So I've only done, let's see, 7, 8, 9. I still need to do month 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I've only done 7 months, okay, of blocks. And this is how much fabric from that 7 months I have left over. Okay, and there's some nice size pieces in here. And there's a lot of half square triangles. And then this is what I've collected so far for the 4 of them that I've been doing, cutting up. So I got to add all this to that bag. So I really think I'm going to have enough to do another quilt. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing these block of the months is the quilt shop that you're getting it from generous on the amount of fabric they're giving you? Because if you can actually get 2 quilts out of it for the price, then I think you're getting a pretty good deal. Yeah, this is going to be a really pretty quilt. I am thinking about making it a little wider, so I might go do like, maybe with those leftovers I can do like a 4 patch, another 4 patch on each side or something. I'll think of something. I would like it just a little bit wider, like, you know, instead of 82, that it's 86. So I don't need much on either side, but leave it 98, I think, is long enough. So Brenda said, I will be cutting my Monica quilt tomorrow and finishing up on the 4-Star General with tea. Awesome. Well, see, you'll be working on whips and UFOs. So I think that'll be a good plan. Work on whips. I have a lot of UFOs and whips. Great idea, Amy. And it's going to be a really pretty quilt, too. The other thing I liked about it is there are blocks in here that I have never made before, ever. So I have learned so much by doing this project. So, and when I get closer to getting done, I'll get them all out and put them up here, and you guys will look at them again. I have showed them some of the blocks a few times. And the other thing I like about it is I'm going to have all these patterns for these blocks. So I could redo, you know, if there's a block in here I really like and want a whole quilt like that, I have the pattern already. So that's the other thing I like about it. And there's some I never want to do again. Then I'll mark on there, never, or I'll just throw it away, right? Okay, you guys, 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you for joining me today on Saturday. Smoky Saturday. I will be back on here tomorrow at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And we'll just go ahead and do work on our own projects. Or if you have, you know, questions, bring those. Stuff like that, and that's what we'll plan on doing. Now I might have some updates for you and stuff like that. Oh, you're welcome, Kim. Anytime. Anytime. Bye, Heather. Bye, Brenda. Bye, Kim. Bye, Amy. We'll see you later. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Terry. I'm going to go eat. Okay, I got to stand up so I can turn the camera off. Bye, everybody. Love you guys.